Step one, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step two, get some good, some food in you. Step three, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step four, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Good morning, good morning. Welcome to Good Morning Crypto, where we turn your early hours in the morning into your edge in the financial world. Today, it's another heavy data drop with PCE data and some GDP data coming out of Canada. It's not as big as a market mover as the good old USA data, but America's top hat is important, so you can't forget about that thing.
Who?
America's top hat, Canada.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Oh, David, you disappeared. But he's right back.
What?
Why'd you disappear?
I don't know. Good morning. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing better than I was yesterday. The back's not feeling amazing. They've got me doing physical work at work. Oh no. But I will get through it, and I'm ready for the weekend,
Yeah, I'm ready for the weekend. I'm going to a football game tomorrow. But hopefully I don't get rained on. We're going to be getting rained on all day today. We're getting some hurricane rain today. So
Yeah, I saw there was some hurricane weather that's going to be hitting Florida. There was actually a news article
I hit
out
it.
about
Yeah.
Disney and their electricity situation, because apparently they have none. So
Yeah, you would think that they have like generators ready to go.
one would think, but that costs money, and they're in the business
But
of making money, not
well,
spending
they
money.
probably have generators, but they could, there's other ways that could screw up a generator too,
Yeah. Well, I mean, you don't have a generator if your generator washed away.
Right.
But
So yeah, just thinking about everybody down in Florida and everybody impacted by the hurricane. Uh, Hope you all are safe and remain so. And yeah,
uh,
be careful.
yeah, I know T-Shroom from Investing Bros lives in Florida, down in
Oh
the
yeah,
south
shout out to
now.
T-Shroom.
So I hope he's doing all right. But
Yeah, same.
let's dive in and get the people prepped for some success today. I've
All
got
right.
the stock heat map pulled up. We've got Apple up 50.51. We've got Nvidia up 0.43. We've got Berkshire Hathaway up zero point 0.4. Amazon and other retail sellers are looking a little down off of the GDP data yesterday. Walmart's down 1.82 and Costco's down 0.77. We've got P&G up 0.55. We've got energy minerals, which heavily gas dependent, for the bigger part of it, is also looking red off of the GDP data yesterday. ExxonMobil's down 1.7, and we've got Chevron down 1.38. For Tesla, it's sitting down 1.09. We've got Eli Lilly sitting down 1.65. On the tech side of things, though, we've got Microsoft down 0.19, Meta's down 0.08, but Google is sitting up 0.77. So a little bit of a mixed bag off of that GDP data yesterday. Certain sectors are holding up pretty nice, and then other sectors not so much. We've got crypto sitting kind of neutral after a push up. Bitcoin's up 0.57, Ethereum's up 0.47, BNB's up 1.37, Solana sitting up 0.46. We've got XRP down 0.58, only one out of the top 10 that's sitting down. Dogecoin is still on its rip, up 4.5%. Got Toncoin up.
Dogecoin's ripping.
Yeah, yeah. It's been doing its little thing, you know.
Hmm.
That's the only meme project I'd actually consider buying, you know. That and
Oh,
maybe
that's
SHIB.
Me too. Not SHIB. Nope.
Really?
But definitely Doge. Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, I like more established products where, you know, SHIB has proven itself a
First
little
of all,
bit.
hold on. Time out. Let's not call meme coins products.
Hey, it is. Hey, just because your product's crap doesn't mean it's not a product.
Uh, okay. I guess fair enough.
We've got SHIB up 4.82, and it is definitely proven itself. It's been around for a while. It's stuck around after a bear market, which is kind of my whole want for a project. You can make it in a bull run. Anybody can make it in a bull run. Everyone's throwing money somewhere, hoping to get rich. But if you can make it through a bear market and do well in the next bull cycle, then that's kind of what gives me more faith in a project. You've got Avalanche up 1.75, Tron's up 0.98, Cardano is sitting down just a tiny bit. You know, it got a decent move up for Cardano. What's like even a small move up for Cardano is a big move up for Cardano. So we did have Pepe up.
He said it. He said it.
Hey, I just gotta give people the truth, you know? It looks like it's a big move for Cardano because it's hasn't done a whole lot. Outside of the top 10, we do have Pepe sitting up 10.33%. So,
Pepe.
yeah. On the economic calendar for today, we've got some heavy data. We've got core PCE price index month over month and year over year. We've got Canadian GDP coming out month over month. And for the US as well, we have PCE price index month over month and year over year, goods trade balance, and personal income month over month and personal spending month over month. Those will be pretty tied in to that PCE data, where how am I going to feel for Q1 of next year? Because, you know, Q4 is not a good reflection of how people are spending and how your personal consumption expenditure price index, which is what PCE is. Because, you know, it's forecasted at 0.1%, but we're about to be going into Q4 where personal spending and the consumption is going to be up a little bit. And so, or a lot of it, depending on where you're sitting for the industry. So I will not be taking into account as heavily the PCE for Q4 and the personal spending month over month going into Q4, because personal spending is going to be up. Your personal income will probably not be going up in accordance with it. So the market normally sees that as a good thing when people are able to spend more, but they're not making more. That's normally a reflection of a good economy. But you can't say that for Q4 when everyone's spending more money because it's the holidays. So just something to keep in mind that this one will be the one that matters for Q1 next year. So we do have wholesale inventories month over month as well.
Did Walmart bring back layaway?
I don't know.
Didn't they bring back layaway like a few years ago or something?
I don't go to Walmart. I haven't shopped at Walmart in so long. I'm not a fan. I like spending in my local economy and helping my local economy. So if I can not go to Walmart and spend at a local store, even if it costs a little bit more, I know that my dollar's doing more impact on the local economy.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I'm
I rarely go to Walmart. I was just wondering if they still did layaway, because then that's more money that people can spend that they don't have.
Yeah. Well, you know what? People are going to spend money they don't have one way or another coming into this holiday season. We're seeing credit card debt at all-time highs, where it's not actually getting paid down. So people are opening new credit cards and things like that. The personal loans are ticking back up, especially with people not being able to refinance. They're taking out new loans instead of trying to worry about refinancing, because if you refinance, it might not be lower. It might be a tiny bit lower, which doesn't help you any, and instead you can just go open out a new loan and have about the same rate. So we'll really have to see how Q1 goes next year, but I'm not seeing it get any better in the short term. We do have Michigan consumer sentiment coming out, the final sentiment, and that's
Who
going to
cares
be
about Michigan sentiment?
well, the Michigan Fed does. So just a small little thing.
What do they even do in Michigan? Think they get salt? They
Well,
got salt.
if username's in here, I think he could tell us what they do in Michigan.
They don't do anything in Michigan. I lived in Michigan. They do nothing. They just stand up there and complain.
You act like doing nothing is a bad thing. I like
It
doing
is.
nothing.
It is a terrible thing. Always keep moving and doing something, or you will die.
We're not sharks, David.
Always keep moving, or you'll die.
That's sharks, not us.
It's good for
Apparently, username says we kick ass, so that's what Michigan does.
Asking about your football team that had its national championship stripped from it because your coach cheated. Okay, I know. I just put a dagger in it. Oh my god, that was terrible. Sorry, username. I love you.
All right. For the stock fear and greed, we are now sitting in medium greed, sitting at 72 for crypto. We finally hit it. We are up 11 points and we are at 61.
Agreed.
Finally in greed. I said it was coming, and we got it. So now I think it's time to come back down and hit back to neutral, because it is not good to really see us make small moves up when 66. It's a nice level to get back to, but it's not a nice level to get back to and see people feeling like they're being greedy. We're like, oh no, it's starting to tick back to we should maybe sell. And that's not what we want. We want to see big rips, or at least reclaiming levels where we stay in neutral. We stayed in neutral for a decent amount of time over this past week, and even when we saw that other move up. But this GDP data move up was definitely the one that ticked us into greed. So something to keep in mind, that maybe a retracement is possible so that we can cool things back off, or maybe drop farther. I know you have a forecast that you would definitely like to share with the people here after I hit this liquidation heat map. Got a lot of heat
Woo!
sitting above us. So
Are you on model 1 or 2? I think you're on
I'm
2.
I don't know. It's the
It's
Binance liquidation
it's
heat map.
yeah, yeah, it's
Oh,
right up top.
Model 1?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. There we go.
All right. Well, it kind of looks the same. It's not as lit up with all the other ones.
Lit up.
Yeah. We just want to be lit. So, all the data is sitting above all the heavy liquidity is sitting above us at 66. You know, people were shorting 66. So that could be a local high, you know.
What's that top side there? I can't see it. Yeah, that one, I think.
66 310. There is $51 million sitting above us right there. We do have
Hmm.
about 100 million sitting above us. So that decent amount of liquidity. But if you come to the 3 day, it's kind of neutral on either side. So not really over the long term, more long term. There's not really heavy data to swing to either, or heavy liquidity to swing to either way. So today, with the PCE data and personal spending and personal income, that will kind of be the market decider on which direction we're probably going to head for the next week, at least week, if not longer. So I know your forecast touches on it a lot. If you want to pull that up for the people, you just beat them with
I've
the
had it up
forecast
since we
again.
started the show.
All right. Well,
Just beat them with the forecast. Well, the forecast is it's raining outside, and guys, we made it. We've made it to critical levels that I have been waiting for since I shared my forecast with you right back down in here somewhere. Right here on September 8th is where I shared my forecast that we were going to come up to this point. Okay. I thought it was actually going to be a little quicker. I mean, this is pretty quick, but hey, we made it. Why was I thinking we would get there? Well, it was the previous month high, and we didn't come down and sweep this low, so I figured we would come up and sweep this high before we came down and swept this low. Now, we are at a critical point. Well, technically, this is what I could see. So even though we've made it up to here, let me go ahead and turn on my well, we're starting off on the daily. I'll click on the forecast when we get on smaller time frames because it'll be easier to see. But yeah, basically my whole argument for this being just a range high sweep is just that it's the price action here has been mostly corrective. It hasn't really been the impulsive moves that I would like to see on the lower time frames. We can also see that this is kind of an ABC where it's just a three-legged move. I mean, all of these three-legged moves in here are just are bearish moves. That is what it is. An ABC is a corrective move, and it just means probably the price action is actually correcting instead of impulsively moving to the upside like I would want to see. On the daily, we do have a peak seeker on our prime oscillator pro plus. Excuse me. And we have a reversal signal on the daily. We are still in the red on our money flow. Our true 7 is green, but it is low. And our volume metric is green as well, kind of curving to the downside a little bit. So some mixed signals in there, which I don't like mixed signals. I like certainty. But our trend fusion is above the zero line as well. However, it is also in overbought territory. It hasn't put out an overbought signal yet, but I imagine it possibly could here soon. We are also up at the quantum reactor on the daily. Now, this is the quantum reactor set to slow. If I put it on fast, we can see that price actually held here and it was acted as more of a support. But I prefer for the smoothed out version. Um, Piper, actually, shout out to Piper, said in the Discord yesterday that he has both on, where he has he has two different Market Oracle Pros on, or Pro Pluses on, and one of them has the fast quantum reactor, and the other one has this slow one, and it would basically give you an in between. I have the dynamic reactor and a quantum reactor on, but anyway, we are at the quantum reactor. That is what I would see as resistance. The only thing with that is I'm just going to come over here real quick to the Binance chart, and I don't think we have not reached the quantum reactor on the Binance perp chart. Go over to Bybit. Let's see. Have not reached it on Bybit. So we have reached it on Blowfin, but we haven't reached it on Binance or Bybit or OKX. And it's right there at that 66.6 level. So that has definitely been a level that I've been watching myself. So the reason for that is we do have a point of control up there. Let's go ahead and go down to the lower time frame. Let's go to the 4-hour. So we do have a point of control up here from this previous range right here. So this is the point of control of this range that I have marked off. Excuse me. And that is what's called a naked point of control. It is a point of control that has not been come back and touched. So those like to be tapped. So we came up. We had these equal highs over here, and this is why I thought we would get up here. One of the reasons why, and I thought we would get up to that previous month high. So we still have that upside point of control as a possible upside target. So I am watching that. But right now, so we did get the sweep. If we get accepted back into this red box here, then I would definitely see us coming back down and retesting the quarterly open, probably lower than that because we do have some equal lows over here. I think even Piper was saying something about 62K yesterday. I like that. I like 62K, 62,000. We have a dynamic reactor coming up that would likely possibly meet us there. As you can see, I am going to have to adjust the time frame of my forecast as far as right. But otherwise, I mean, the top pretty much nailed. Now the question is, do we get a push up to that POC or not? It's hard to tell right now, but I do know that also on the just like on the daily, on the 4-hour rather, we have signals coming in. We are red on our volume metrics, but our money flows in the green. So a little bit of mixed signals, right? Let's go to the 1-hour. 1-hour has just confirmed, because I was looking at this pre-stream, has just confirmed a bearish divergence on the 1-hour. So be careful with that. I think we at least get a pullback today, probably. And for as far as the rest of this down move here, I just need price action to play out a little bit more. Yeah, I'm just waiting. I need to see some lows taken. I need to see how strong price action is. I want to see if this was a fake out to the upside or not, is what I want to see. But let's see. Let me pull something else up real quick. Let me go grab this. There we go. Move this over here. All right. So this is something that I've been watching as well. This is my Velo chart. But this is open interest. Let me go ahead and get rid of the spot CVD real quick. This is our open interest, and we have reached the same levels of open interest that we were at when uh, the Japan carry trade took place, right there. So, because of this, your open interests are your long and short positions in the market. I know that longs are very heavy right now. This when price or when the open interest moves down, that is one side of the market getting liquidated, one or both, But when this moves down, we're getting long liquidations if price is moving down with it. As our open interest is moving to the upside, that shows us that people are opening up leveraged positions, both long and short. So we have to determine by looking at your perp CVD and stuff like that as to which one's longs, which one's shorts, or is it favoring longs or shorts. For this whole move, it's mostly longs. So just gotta be aware of that and be careful. Be watching this trend line here. If that breaks, well, then then we might have a problem. We might have a problem. If this breaks and it can't reclaim it and it gets rejected off of it again and puts in a 3-legged move. Where is the brush tool on here? Yeah. Puts in like a 3-legged move like that, then I would expect another 3-leg move to the upside and then another 3-leg move to the downside. So let's not get that. If we are bullish, let us kind of consolidate maybe and then continue higher. That is what we want to see if we are bullish, I think. Like BC was saying at the start of the show, it's kind of like, well, I would like to see these lows kind of swept too. But then like BC was saying, it's kind of let things cool off to see how things go, because this open interest, while we do want to see it move to the downside because that is healthy, we want to see that met with upside movement because that is shorts getting squeezed instead of longs. So we are at an area that I think that we need to be very cautious around. So, but for today, I think I'm favoring the short side, the sell side today. So, with the bearish divergences on the 1 hour, the daily hitting, my levels, the daily hitting the quantum reactor, and everything just kind of a little overheated. I think it's good I think it would be healthy at the very least for us to get a little bit of pullback. And we'll have to see how price action develops over the weekend. We know that the volume runs really low on the weekend, so it's not the best time to trade. So go outside and touch grass instead or something. I don't know. Yeah. So, well, another thing I want to go over this real quick, BC. I want to go over. So, the SPY, the S&P 500. Let's go to the weekly. Zoom out. There we go. The S&P 500 has been above its 1.618. Okay, 1.618 after breaking out from this from this pattern here, after breaking out from this consolidation range, and has hit the 1.618 now, and the Dow Jones has just hit its 1.618. It hit it last week actually, but it's been sitting there at it this week, kind of struggling at the top of this structure. Now, this structure does tend to break bearish, and a measured move does bring it back down to this 36.9 area. But if this can break up, then we are getting expansion in the market, and breadth is opening up in the market. Same with our Russell 2000. If this can break out of here, then we are seeing expansion. That means risk on environment. The risk appetite's getting. It is people are ready and willing to throw all of their money into this stuff. So that means that opens up for Bitcoin and crypto and everything else. And our Dixie is if it loses this level, I mean, Yeah, I mean, I have an argument for. I got bullish arguments. I mean, we can if we can sustain, and if Bitcoin can just kind of chill out for a second, maybe get a pullback. I just need to see more impulsive price action. But I mean, the weekly is looking good. I mean, if we get a close above that 65K, specifically, yeah, no, 65K on the weekly, that would be another point towards the bulls. So, I don't know. Next week it might be time to break out the bull shirt, but then again, then again, we got to be patient. PC.
You sound a little indecisive, but so does the rest of the market.
I'm not indecisive. You see, don't confuse preparing for different scenarios as being indecisive. My conviction is downside. Is my forecast until it is invalidated. But I do see bullish signs. But I also see toppy signs. So, and it's basically what I'm looking for is which way is it gonna go? Which way? Tell me, Bitcoin, which way you going? I'll tell you right now. I woke up this morning. I saw this price action here, and I got in a short. So, uh, yeah. I mean, it hit my target. So I'm ready. Now I'm also ready to get taken out of that short if it decides to go up to that POC. But we'll see. And guess what? Yes, it could go all the way up to that POC, and my forecast can still play out. So,
Well, that is definitely good to know. I might be joining you in a short later. It really just depends on how work goes for me. So we will see how that plays out. I do have silver pulled up because I don't know if anyone else saw, but silver touched highs that it has not touched in 10 years. So that's a really big move up, you know?
wow.
Yeah. And go silver topped at $33 and a few cents before hitting some heavy selling pressure. When it dropped back down, though, it did see heavy buying pressure, so that is definitely a good sign. You're still seeing heavy inflows on that. You did get a reversal signal, but it's not really playing out. Sometimes reversal signals won't play out in a bull market, which not only is crypto in a bull market, but you're seeing a lot of other assets in a bull market as well. If you drop it down to the 4-hour chart, you do see some divergence, some bearish divergence. The inflows are being weighed out by outflows, but you are seeing it kind of move back to the upside on it. So the MACD is curved and your prime oscillator is set up to curve. So could easily see that move back up to the 33 mark, especially if we're getting data that's not overwhelmingly positive on PCE or personal spending or personal income, where people want to find safety but they don't want to buy bonds or they don't want to put it in a savings account or a CD, which would be your M2 supply. Let me switch it over, and as you can kind of see, if it would get back to where it's supposed to be, the M2 supply is kind of just sitting there, where you are seeing that curvature and the prime oscillator is coming out. So let me, oh, I guess it won't let me drop it down from a monthly, but it's kind of just sitting there right now, and people want to know where they should park their money. Should they park it in banks? Should they park it in bonds? Should they park it in CDs or not? And that's kind of where gold as well at all-time highs at the same time that silver is, and the Russell is
What's this guy
pushing.
talking about?
What?
Not you. Sorry.
Oh, and the Russell is pushing up to kind of make some new highs. You will see the sentiment kind of switch as the Dixie is coming down. I've been talking about that 99.58 level for a while. These are all things to keep to watch together so that you can kind of gauge the sentiment of the market so that you can make the right decisions on where to park your money with some other people. Because, if everyone's kind of parking their money in the same spot, that means that you can sell to those people that are buying. So, buying in early and selling to people that are buying late is a good way to make money. You buy low, you sell high. And that's how buying low and selling high works. I don't know if you had any other asset that you wanted to show the peoples, but
No, I just want to say shout out to everybody in the chat. Alexandra G. Hola, French toaster. Buck. Got something to say to you. Username. And I think that's it right now. All right. So Buck said, "Man, you really pulled back from the Chicken Little stance." I don't understand that comment. Can you explain that comment? Chicken Little stance?
I don't understand that one either. Did you
I
say
didn't pull back from anything. I'm still forecasting this. So we'll see if it plays out. See, part of being a trader is being prepared for any situation. So but this is still, this hasn't been invalidated and will not be invalidated until we break this upper resistance over here. So that's what that's what it is. That's what it is for me. Oh, so yeah. Now he pulled me up. All right.
yeah.
So yeah, this upper resistance right here, which if I just zoom out, is just this whole range right here. This downward sloping resistance of the falling broadening wedge, which is super bullish. We still have that weekly inefficiency down here, so that is why I have that target down there. If we get down there, we don't have to get down there. We can come down here and we can bounce and we can create a new high. We don't have to come all the way down here. We can come down to this, to the quantum reactor or to the dynamic reactor. But I am still going to be looking for a move and a flush of those leverage positions, and which would send us down lower. What would get us there? I'm not sure. Some major news event is all I can think of. Is something happens, and I think it would have to do with Israel. So that's kind of what I'm looking at on it. I also think let's go back to the duel. I also was thinking about China's liquidity injection. Okay, and everybody thinks that that's super bullish, which I think midterm is bullish, mid to long term is bullish, like over the next year or so, is bullish. However, one thing that China could do is sell off some Bitcoin, take that stimulus money, and buy it for even cheaper, and then bull run go on. Especially if they inject heavily, and that is what marks our bottom, is them buying the dip and pushes it up like crazy, finally giving us the impulsive price action that I am looking for. And but right now, I mean, this is all corrective price action. It is not impulsive, so it's not what I've been looking for. So I'm still thinking this is what's gonna happen. It's just, so we'll find out. We'll find out.
I'm not sure if we really see any heavy news articles that move the market besides the U.S. election.
Oh, you don't think Israel bombing Iran would send markets down?
Oh, you're talking about just another day in the Middle East? All
That's
right.
not just another day in
I
the Middle
mean,
East.
there's always something going on there. Name me a
Always
time, name me a period of time where there hasn't been turmoil in the Middle East.
Yeah, but it's usually like little proxies fighting each other. It's not Israel and Iran because
I mean,
Israel launching an attack on Iran draws the U.S. into war with Iran, which then
that's
draws the U.S. into war with Iran's allies, Russia, China.
so
So
so you're saying the two proxies are fighting again. Israel
right
is the
now they're
proxy
fighting.
of the
Right now,
US.
Israel is fighting a proxy of Iran called Hezbollah, and that could get out of control as well.
Mhm.
Um, I'm just not. I mean, you're smiling. You think it's funny, but
I mean,
this is war stuff. This isn't. There's nothing.
I'm not
I don't
saying
know.
I'm not thinking it's funny. I'm just saying that it's another day in the Middle East that we continue to watch from America, where we see it over and over and over again. And I don't know if the American populace is as eager to put some boots back on the ground over there, where
We have boots on the ground there,
I'm, yeah, in mass. Have we
and I
have
don't
we
know. We
It's not.
just sent troops over there,
Yes, but it's
so
not en masse. It's not like, okay, here's a declaration of war, and now all of our troops are going over there. That's what I'm talking
when's the
about.
last time our Congress actually declared war? They kind
Um,
of just go and do their own damn thing.
after '01. Uh,
Yeah, yeah.
but
I
it,
remember Ron Paul. You need a declaration of war.
I mean, he's not wrong.
I know.
You cannot start a war over a president saying that we're going to war. So it doesn't
whether or
work like
not
that.
whether or not it happens all the time in the Middle East, the point is the markets don't like it. They don't. They never have. They never
No.
liked. You got tanks. You got a dump during when Ukraine Russia first started. You got a dump when October 7th happened. I mean, the markets do not like it because it is a little uncertain. Like, could this explode and do something bigger? Um, so I'm just saying that you've got to just be prepared for any situation. Don't get caught off guard. And also, my main thing about sharing this is to just about sharing my Bitcoin chart is just to show people that even though if we do get down there, it is not the end of the world, it is not the end of the bull market. It is actually very healthy and kind of good, I think, and kind of what we need to wrap this whole little consolidation range up. But it doesn't have to happen. It's just something that I think will happen.
But David,
But we'll
Twitter
see.
says the bull market's over.
You mean back on?
No, I mean it depends on who you look at. Some people are like the bull
Oh.
market's been over since we hit
Oh,
highs.
well, see, that's the thing. If we come back down to sweep 49K or start heading down there in a quick manner, people are going to be screaming with C19 type of crash. And I'm like, that's not what I'm looking for, you know? I'm just looking for it. To me, this is a small pullback, man. This is nothing when it comes to crypto. But yeah. Anyways,
It is
got to get ready to go
6:34.
sit at the shop all day and do nothing because since it's raining.
So you're gonna be extra active today. Awesome. You better.
No, probably not
What?
because, oh, that is when you're around the boss all day. I'm usually not around the boss all day.
Oh, that's normally when I'm not doing my actual work. The boss doesn't care because the boss is also on his phone. So.
I'm always doing work, man. It is what it is. It's like I do something, I hear something somebody say in my headphones, and I'm like, oh, I need to say something about that. And I pull up my phone, comment real quick on YouTube, and put it back. So if you talk to me in the chat on YouTube and I don't respond, it's probably because I just missed it because I'm working. So,
Yeah, the same thing happens with me.
mm-hmm.
But thanks to everyone that showed up today. I appreciate every single one of you. It's such a joy to wake up and do this show every single day. With my there we go. With my co-host David, giving the people the alpha for the morning before the market even opens or really starts moving. So I don't know if you had
Yeah.
anything you wanted to say before I kind of give the little rundown of on the way out.
No, I just need you to hurry it up.
All right. Well, tune in to Piper Academy here at 9:30 Eastern Time with Piper and OC Guy and Tradefly, because it's Friday. He'll be there. It is the morning market open report. Check out those links in the description. Hit the like and subscribe button if you have not done that already. Other than that, make sure to trade safe. There is some heavy data this morning. So everyone, wake up.
Have a great weekend, and it's going to be a great day.